Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to be going over why more traffic won't help you scale and how you can actually scale with the exact same amount of traffic that you have, or maybe even less actually. But yeah, Mustafa, if you don't know who I am, I'm on a mission to help as many e-commerce brands 10x their growth and profitability. And one of the steps for me to be able to do that is what I'm about to share with you in this video, so let's just get right into it. Now, many e-commerce brand owners are under the impression that the thing that's stopping them from scaling is their quote-unquote low traffic, when in reality, they aren't even making the most out of their current traffic that they have, right? Which is actually what's stopping them from scaling, because it's always going to be the bottleneck. Even if they do get more traffic, they're not making as much money as they can from that traffic. So even if they increase their traffic, they're going to be in the same thing. They might make more money, but it's going to cost them more money to make that money. So yeah, as e-commerce has, usually low margins, you don't want to be spending more and more as you scale, or as you try to scale, right? Now, and what that means is they aren't converting as much of their current traffic as they can be, right? Which is costing brands around 5, 6, even 7 figures a month. Some brands even 8 figures a month. And as you scale, your conversion rate does get worse and worse. So it actually gets more and more important, right? So you can be more profitable, etc., right? So if your conversion rate is currently 1 to 2% or less, you're on par with the average e-commerce brand. So if you're on par with an average e-commerce brand, you can't expect exceptional results, right? So if you're just meeting average and you're fine with that, how do you expect exceptional profits? How do you expect exceptional revenue? All this sort of stuff, right? Because if you're relying on getting more traffic to scale, you're only going to become less and less profitable. So that's it, right? Let's get into the solutions though. So we're gonna have 5 ways to improve your conversion rate. With examples as well, actually. I don't know why I didn't put that. And we're gonna have one bonus as well. Bear in mind, every change that you make to your website should be A/B tested. Something that works for one store won't always work for another. So based on your niche, target customers, etc. So you need to test all these things I'm about to mention. But yeah, you can use a tool like VWO, as you can see up here, and that should allow you to test all these changes. But yeah, so first thing is going to be fixing your navigation. Now, if you have a store with a ton of products, right? More than 10, etc., whatever, or like some stores we have like thousands of products, right? So you need to make your navigation as easy and to the point as possible. It's really important if you have a store with a bunch of products, right? Someone should be able to come onto your store and find exactly what they're looking for within a few seconds. So here's an example right here that I'm going to show you. All right, so as you can see right here is I'm going to go on mobile just because that would of course be more important. So let's just quickly move that and switch devices. Hold on. There you go. All right. So whenever we optimize websites or look at optimized websites, right? We look at mobile, specifically this aspect ratio, as when we look at the analytics and stuff, it's the most common one by far. So it's an iPhone 12 or iPhone 12 Pro, or it's 390 by 844. So yeah, but if you click on the navigation right here, as you can see, are you a man, are you a woman, or are you a kid, etc., or are you buying it for your kid, whatever, right? Or sports, new, etc. Now these are the main ones. As you can see, that's why they're in bold as well, and sale, right? Some people just are looking for a bargain, so they'll go into the sale section, and again, you have the men's, women's, kids, sports. The exact same thing here, but in the sale section. But let's just go over this. So what I say by making it easy is, now most companies don't do this, right? They just have it really messy and all this sort of stuff. But what I mean by, if I just come onto here and I can get to what I want straight away, right, is, okay, I'm a man, right, press this, what do I want? I'm feeling shoes today. What type of shoes, I want to be running, right, bang, there you go. I'm going to be running on the road most of the time, here you go. And as you can see, it takes me straight to running shoes, right, little pop-up there as well, here you go, as you can see, bang, right, got to running shoes. Or so that's what I mean by good navigation, basically. But yeah, let's just move on to the next one. The next one's going to be cart goals. Gamifying the buyer's experience and having a progress bar, which can have multiple cart value goals that they have to hit, right, in order to unlock things like free shipping, 10% off, or even free gifts, right? Not only does this make the customer buying experience slightly more fun, as I said, it gamifies it, right? It also gives them incentives to obviously spend more, right, to unlock the rewards, right? And the rewards they get from spending more incentivizes them to want to buy. So put it simply, it's an all-around amazing way to not only get more customers to buy, but also for them to spend more, right? Because if you're gonna, let's say you're buying something, you're about to spend £10, but it's like, okay, if you spend 15, right, then you get, you know, a free gift, right? Let's just use that as an example. That's probably gonna be the best one to incentivize them to buy. But okay, let me spend another £5 or $5, whatever your currency is, and then now you've unlocked this free gift. So you're like, okay, I've unlocked it. Am I going to really abandon my cart now? I've just unlocked it. So it increases how much the customer spends, and plus it incentivizes them to actually go through the purchase as well. So I don't know why you wouldn't do this, basically. That's the best point. I think some of these are like A/B test worthy. Some of these you should just, you know, they're quite low hanging fruit that you could just take advantage of. But I'd still suggest A/B testing it in one way or another. But I'm just saying, right? So here's an example right here. So as you can see, if you get this, it's like, okay, if you spend 24, you get 10% off, and you'll just keep hitting these and you get more and more free shipping, 20% off, 30% off, right? So it's an amazing way to get more conversions and make those conversions worth more as well, right? So people will spend more and you get more people buying. Now the next one is going to be change product thumbnail layouts, right? The way that the product images and thumbnails that 99% of stores use take up way too much space above the fold. So instead of doing that, we change layout to something like these, right? Usually it would look like, anyway, so we had a little bit of an issue, but all right, back to Adidas we go, and I'm going to show you what I mean by it takes up too much space above the fold, right? 99%, even Adidas, right? Which actually has a decent website for conversions, but this kind of ruins it. But as you can see here, they have the thumbnails here and the product image there, which you might be asking, why is that an issue? But you want to have as many of these as close or as possible above the fold as possible. So without having to scroll, they should be able to see it. And they got a lot of, this is fine, but they got like these taking up a lot of space. The announcement banner takes up a lot of space as well for some reason, and this as well. So you can only see the image. You can't say anything about it, the product, basically. Just the name, reviews, image. And the fact that they put the reviews there kind of saves it, but other than that, like, yeah. So what you can do instead is you can have something like this, right, where you make it clear that they can scroll to see more images, but there's no thumbnails here. As you can see here, because they've done that, you can see the name, right? You can see the reviews if they had any, the price, and the colors, all without having to scroll, right? So, and these are quite thin as well. You can't see the top, but it was quite thin. A second example of what you can do is right here. You can have your product image on the left or right, and then have your thumbnails across it like this, and that way you can fit more above the fold again, right? Name, reviews, price. They should get rid of this right here, but colors, etc. So yeah, you should test these, see what works better for you, and yeah. Now next we have UGC on the product page. Instead of filling up your product page with text that no one really cares about, or even if they did care about, won't trust, as you're the one that's going to be writing it and you have a bias about your own product, and you're obviously going to just tell people how great it is, even if it isn't, right? So putting lots of descriptions yourself and text, etc. is really pointless, right? I always say this. So what you should do is, let me just delete that. So on top of the now very common image and video reviews at the bottom of your product page, which if you don't have already, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, it's a must, right? You have to have image, at least image reviews. Video reviews at the bottom, even better. But on top of that, you should have a TikTok style video somewhere near where your product description is, right? And this will be in order to add that extra level of trust and social proof, which can be the very little thing, right, that you need in order to push a few customers over the fence, right? But remember, this is the key, right? The UGC has to actually look and feel organic. Don't make it salesy, or don't make it feel scripted, right? Nothing like that, because then it won't work either, because the whole point and the whole reason this works is because it feels organic, because it feels real, like a real review, like, oh, this other person has an opinion on it, right? Not the company itself. So I'll show you an example right here of what it should look like. As you can see, let's go on mobile view, but just to make it a bit more, see a backpack, bang. I feel like there's a bit too much going on here in the description area, but if you scroll down low enough, you'll be able to see like this, like this. This should be a little bit better when it comes to user experience. Like, you should be able to just play it and it plays like this. You don't have to click onto it to play. And it looks like the videos aren't even playing right now, which you should also avoid as well, right? But let's just try. Let's see. It's not working. I have this. It doesn't work. But you should have these higher up, somewhere around, I'd say, like literally here, right? And you should also make sure that if you do have them, that they do work, right? So yeah. Now, before the bonus, this is going to be the last one. There's going to be a bonus after this as well. But it's USPs displayed along the buying journey, right? Now, if you don't already, you need to come up with 3 to 5 USPs, so unique selling points, and put them up on your website. Next, you need to make sure that you constantly remind visitors of your unique selling points along the entire buying journey. And here's an example. As you can see, there's a product page, right? And here's their unique selling points. So they have third-party lab tested, fast domestic shipping, safe and secure checkout. I personally think they can have better USPs. I'll say that, but yeah, just come up with 3 to 5 and have them across your buying journey. So have them here. After you get into their cart, maybe, or checkout, you can maybe have it somewhere there as well, just to constantly remind them that, you know, the shipping is fast and it's safe and secure. Or if you have a good guarantee, so like a return guarantee, etc., you can put that there as well. That one actually usually does really well. But you should also have some like unique selling points that's special and specific to you. One that I'd suggest is obviously your guarantee, right? Your refund guarantee, money back guarantee. But the other two should definitely be something that's more special and personalized to you. But obviously you'd have to come up with that. Now, the bonus is offer a pre-selected bundle on the product page. This one's actually more for average order value than conversions, but it could also lead to more conversions because they're getting each piece for cheaper. I'll get into this one's kind of confusing, but so on your product page, have bundles where they can get 2, 3, or maybe even 4, etc. of the product that you have, and they get each piece for cheaper if they buy more. So as you can see here, if they buy 1 journal, it's 25. But if they buy 2, right, it's going to be 23 per piece. So it's going to be £46 here, as you can see, or it could be dollars, whatever your one is, £46, and that's for 2 journals. So each journal comes up to £23. That's why it says that. And 1 journal is 25. If you buy 3, it's going to be £20 each. So you'll spend 60 to get 3, right? And what that does is it incentivizes people to buy more, spend more, just so they can get more better value, right? Which is what they're getting. But as you can see, another thing that I said is you should have it pre-selected on a bundle in order to get more people to go for the one that you want them to go for, right? Whichever one's the most profitable for you, right? Make sure it's pre-selected on that. So this product page, actually, when you load onto it, I didn't change this from that to that. It's already selected on the middle option, and it's called most popular, right? You have to do something like that. If this one's your most profitable, right? Put it on that one. Make more people go for that one. Basically, that's what it does. And you should have the best value. Obviously, is going to be the one that's the cheapest per piece. You should put that there. And this one just looks plain blank. Not much on it. So the whole point of this is to make as little people, right, go for this one, right, and everyone go for this one and this one, right? Mainly this one. This is going to be the most common one that people are going to buy. This one, I wouldn't say these two could actually come hand in hand, but this is probably going to be the most popular that people buy. So whichever one's the most profitable, make sure you pre-select on that one. That's it basically. Test all these out and see how it goes. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you need any help with anything, obviously you can put it down in the comments below. But yeah, so that's it. Now, if you happen to need help scaling your e-commerce brand, there is a link in the description that you can click. For full transparency, it is a video of ESL funnel of me trying to sell you something. So my advice is only go there if you want to. You don't have to. I don't really mind if you click it or not, but feel free to check it out if you feel stuck trying to scale your store. But that's all for this video. If you liked it, there's a button for that. Comment any video ideas or suggestions that you have, and subscribe for more content that keeps you engaged to the end. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching till the end, and have a wonderful day.